Hello guys, Jessica this side. Once again, I'm back with one of the videos for IELTS reading module. So this video is basically dedicated to students who want a score of 6 or 7 in IELTS reading. And the purpose of making this video is to help them maximizing their score within like minimum effort. So sometimes what happens is students want to get a score of like a minimum of 6 in order to apply for their study visas, or maybe 7. In some courses, the requirement is 7. So they are not able to get that scores, and we are going to discuss the tips that are actually they work in the real exam. So one of the tips, if I talk about it's about your multiple choice questions match. So okay, anyway, what I'm expecting out of you learners is that you know at least the type of questions, and so okay, there are 7 to 8 rather type of questions we have. Now the easiest one, that this is tip number 1. Your fill in the blanks are the easiest questions in IELTS reading. No matter what, whether it's summary fill in the blanks or just fill in the blanks, they might have given you options and you have to choose which options correct out of it. So you get nearly 13 to 15 questions of just fill in the blanks out of 40. As you know that we have a total of 40 questions, 3 passages and 60 minutes to complete it. This means that you have 1.5 minutes to solve each question. However, should not spend 1.5 minutes on each question. Now why? Because some questions are easier than others. So this means you need to spend more time on questions that are difficult and less time on those questions that are easier. Because obviously you would be solving the easy questions in less than a minute. However, difficult questions can take 2 minutes as well. So this is something which is like associated with time management, and we'll discuss in further videos how we can do that. However, coming back to the main topic, do all fill in the blanks correctly. Make sure even when you're practicing that you're doing all fill in the blanks like 100% correction. No mistakes, no negotiations, no compromise there. When you're practicing, don't focus, don't get distracted by the types of questions. Oh my god, I'm not good at true false not given, I'm not good at yes no not given, I'm not good at match the headings, I make a lot of mistakes in that. It's okay. Make sure at least you're getting 100% correction rate in solving fill in the blanks, which would nearly give you at least a 5 band. 5.5, 6 would be a little hard. So this is why we are now going to our second tip. I'm sharing the content as well for this. You can simply watch in video's description itself. These little things would elevate your scores in the IELTS reading test. Now, when you're solving true false not given or yes no not given, what you should do is, if you feel that you know the answer, that's okay. If you don't know, or if you feel that you're pretty bad at it, like if you solve 6 true false not given or 7, and out of which you're only going to get 3 correct, you already know that, right? Because when you practice, you actually get to know that okay, I'll just get 3 correct. So what you should do instead in the real exam, just to save your time and spending more time on fill in the blanks, because we want 100% correction rate there, mark out of 7, mark at least 3 to 4, like mark all of them true, or maybe all of them false, because it's like, you know how they give you, it's like 3 true, 3 false and 1 not given. So which means the probability of not given is very less. So what you should do instead is mark at least 3, like all 7, either true or all 7 false. So this is how you would get at least 3 correct. The same goes with yes no not given. If you feel that you're not good at it, and even after reading it you would get the same like 3 out of 7 correct, or maybe 4 out of 7 correct, just mark all of them yes. So this means again you're not reading the question and you're saving your time so that you can get, and you know, in this way you can at least get a band 6. You don't need to study at all. In just fill in the blanks you have to do hard work, which is not that difficult. I guess just you can easily solve those 15 questions, like 30 to 15 fill in the blanks within, let's say, 30 minutes max to max. And if you practice it, you can even solve within 25 minutes, something like this. So which means you have ample time in the exam to get a band 6. Okay, last thing. If you're not good at match the headings, you're not good at match the information is still easier compared to match the headings. So try to, when you're practicing, this is a third tip anyway, to get band 7, let's say. So you get, how many questions you would get of match the information? Approximately 5-6 questions you would get. So there's subcategories as well. So, you know, in IELTS we have 4 to 5 types. Okay, yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, you fill in the blanks, summary fill in the blanks, You have match the headings, match the information. There's 1 to 2 subcategories also we have of match the information. So where there's like, you have got like, pieces of information, you need to match it with the correct one. So when you are solving match the information, it's easier than match the headings. So while practicing, first of all, learn what are the differences between match the information and match the heading. You would find that match the information is still easier because that you can do with your less effort compared to match the headings. For match the headings, there are no tips that work. I mean, I've read it on the internet that, you read the first 2 lines of the paragraph and the last 2 lines and you would get correct answer. No, that tip doesn't work. In the forthcoming videos, we would learn that why those tips fail in the real exam. So in the end, I'd like to conclude that in order to get a band 7, it's really not a difficult job. We will make detailed videos of each and every topic, and to help you getting a score of like 7, so you can watch those videos as well to improve your IELTS score. It's as simple as that. Summarizing it once again, do all fill in the blanks correctly. Don't spend a lot of time in match the headings because they're difficult, so you might get a low score even if you're trying it. Maybe 1 or 2 correct. Match the information, put more effort, fill in the blanks, match the information. The final tip is, when you're solving yes or not given, true, false, not given, just get like either all of them mark true or all of them as yes or no. So it depends on you. Not givens are not generally the answers, except in with a few exceptions as usual. So yeah, but these tips, you can easily get a score of 6, 7. Just follow my tips. Yeah. All right, then I hope you guys like this video, and you can leave comments below in order for us to improve. Have a good day. Bye bye.